Hey guys, it's TCG here, and we are back from the Buddyfight Nationals for the weekend. We did Vanguard too. Ooh, yeah.
Woo woo.
We came third place in the Buddyfight.
Even though I'm crap at Buddyfight.
Yeah, Alex, Trudy, and Dede. You guys will see their deck lists. I'll leave them in the link when they actually get posted, and you'll see my deck name as Alex Stewart is throwing. Should be quite good. But yeah, so I played Dimension Dragons, and this guy actually threw playing Curse Dragons, which was fun and interactive.
Yeah.
So, because we already did a deck profile for Dimension Dragons, I'm just going to go through some of the things that we use for the day. Let's start with a Lost Will. Basically, I bumped this up by one more. This card is absolutely insane. Being able to nullify a spell, just absolutely insane. I went up to 3. 4's too many, 2's I feel too little. Yeah, it's nice to Geo into a Vanity and just absolutely destroy your opponent. That's fun and balanced. I play against Genesis Dragons twice. They do not like taking 10 damage to their face when they're on 10 damage. That's fun and interactive. And this lets you just gain gauge, rest a card in your opponent's field, or stand. There's so much in this card. So I run 2 of this. It's very good. The 3 gauge was very good. From the main deck, weird text. Just from the sideboard. I played Blades against Swords. It's called Swords twice. This is the only reason I won my games, because they literally have you cannot counter, something you have to worry about. Very good on Lewis for playing it. And then for my main board, I actually ran 4 of this. So in my video I was like 2 because of Protagonist, and after practicing so much I play against a lot of Astro Dragons in my practice, and because they have the new card which is drop a soul from a card and bounce 2 cards to your hand. If you bounce your field when you're using Dimension Dragons, you lose the game because you can't counter, you can't negate unless you're running the new ones. So it's yeah, this card was very, very strong. I would not have won the majority of my games without this card. Genesis Dragons, destroy stuff, so many things I played just like a naughty destroy, and this completely just stops it. Very good, very nice. I also put 2 of this in from the original trial deck. There's also a chest, but these are the ones I had at hand. It's very nice. You get to restand a card in the battle phase and draw a card. Drawing that one card is nice because you can run combos.
You went into that quite a lot during the day.
Yeah. This won me a game against Swords as well because I had it here, meaning he can just attack everything and then I couldn't guard with my stuff ending his battle phase. But let's get into the spice, we'll say. So yeah.
So I decided to play Curse Dragons because I didn't want to finish Link Dragons and I didn't have a good deck, so I was like, let's play something a bit spicier.
Yeah. Can we just say at the beginning of the day, Kieran was very angry because Alex showed up an hour late for sign up with an hour and a half late for sign up with a Curse Dragon deck that he hadn't practiced with and a deck that he built the day before.
No, like 10 minutes before I went to bed.
Oh yeah. What was your score on the day?
Oh, I went, I think 2-3. It doesn't sound. Was it 2?
No, I think you went X4 because you lost 2 in going up to it and then 2 in top. No. You lost 1. You went X3. You went X3. Hugo went X4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had to let's just explain. We got to buy first round, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then
one is the day.
Yeah, one is the entire day. And second round we played against Lewis's team, where I played against what was it, Blood Sect, and you played against Swords, and Hugo played against Folk.
Yeah.
Hugo lost the Folk game, you beat the Swords, and I ended up beating Blood Sect, which is a pretty sound matchup for me.
Yeah.
Because they're quite slow.
Round 3.
Round 3. We played against, was it Simon's team?
No, that was Joseph's team.
Was it Joseph's? Oh yeah, we played against Joe's team. I played against Max Dragons. Got my bum absolutely destroyed by Joe. And then Kieran and Hugo both beat Joe's team. So
that was very fun.
Thanks, Joe.
Nice one, brother.
We did this for you. We did that, and then round 4 we played against Simon's team, which we all lost. Apart from you.
No, I won my game.
You won your game. I
won my game very quickly.
I bricked like a hell on fire. It was pretty sad. And then
Hugo had to play against Dimension Dragons.
Yeah.
So Simon's a good player. Yeah. Round 5.
Yeah, round 5. We played against Cosmo Man. What was the other guy playing? What was Hugo playing against?
That's a good question. I don't know. What did you play against?
I played against Gaga. And so Hugo turns to me and says, I've won, and I beat the guy first game, so I was like, cool. Hugo goes, I won. I was like, sick, happy days. Yeah. Game 2 ends, I just got battered. I look over, Kieran goes, I've lost. And I was like,
only lost of the entire day. I bricked twice against Cosmo Man using Dimension Dragons. In an entire day against top meta decks, I played Cosmo Man and Brick twice. I was like, what is this?
I'm a harp again to
yeah.
And then so after, because I lost that game, I was like, okay, there's some sideboarding for Garga now.
Yeah.
I was like, 3 body block going in. And then I just started popping off against them. And then I turned to Keenan, and Keenan was like, your face looks like you just bricked. And I showed him hand and winked. I had 2 loyalty in hand.
And Buddy Block.
And Buddy Block. Yeah. I was like, come at me, mate.
Your opponent didn't know what Buddy Block did. So funny. Yeah. He attacks a 4th time and you just go, Buddy Block. You loyalty him and then Buddy Block. It was like, ooh. Ooh, it was like, nice.
So, yeah, and then we got in top 4 where I lost to Simon's team again.
No. I won my game. Basically, my opponent got a round 1 loss because he accidentally sent in the wrong list for a sideboard. Actually, really annoying because he didn't really deserve it. It was something very minuscule, but it was the Genesis Dragon player again on Simon's team, the one I beat already. So I impacted him twice for 20 damage. Literally went to Lost World turn 1, impact 20 damage, he dies. I was like, okay, cool. If we're ever going to win, go to the top 2. This is our chance now. Hugo's game lasted literally like the entirety of time.
Yeah, it was
and then
long.
You were against Astro Dragons.
I played against Astros. The guy was really cool, but I did end up bricking twice again against them. Well, I bricked once, and then the other game just kind of didn't go my way.
Yeah, and then you're playing Cursed Dragons.
Yeah, because I was playing Cursed Dragons.
Cursed Dragons against Astros is not good.
But yeah, the guy was very good, so, and he was a very nice guy to talk to.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it was unfortunate, but we still good.
And then round 2, and then in top 8 to get third or fourth. Yeah. It was against Lewis's team again, and so basically it played out the same way. You beat your opponent. Hugo lost against his, but my opponent actually had to go home before even top 4 started, so we already had an automatic win. Yeah. But it's not to be rude, but it's Bloodsec, so I already kind of knew I was going to win. But yeah, like we got the third place. We are very happy boys.
Okay, let's actually see what you ran today. Well, not today, for the weekend.
So I played Gale. This is Kieran's flag.
Yeah, getting that back.
I've had that flag for about like 3 months.
Yeah.
Buddy Gale, because Gale's just amazing. Yeah, let's just get straight to the deck.
Yeah, we're just gonna speed through it, explain slightly.
For Gale, because it puts cards under flag.
Yeah.
If you're not putting cards on the flag, you're not going to win the game.
Okay, what does your deck do, Alex?
So, let me get this. I'll grab the set spell quickly. There it is.
Yeah.
So, set spell allows me to put at the beginning of my opponent's turn, it puts a card from the top of the deck under the flag, and then after they've hit 15, I win that game. So
pretty damn spicy.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty fun deck. I quite like having a win condition deck for once because I normally play Rush or something quite big attacky. So it's quite nice to have something quite combo heavy and nice. Yeah, right, so that's the aim of the game. So Gale,
yes,
puts things on the flag for paying a life, and then bounces back to hand where you can just keep looping and stuff like that. Is great.
This is called pay 1 gauge.
Pay 1 gauge though. That's the thing that kind of done me into over the weekend.
Yeah.
Where I was like, maybe I should put a bit more gauge engine, but we'll see when I get some better cards.
Yeah. To be fair, your deck could have done with a few more cards, but we've still got third place, so it's fine.
Yeah,
may as well show their deck.
I don't know. So thanks to Joe, who we played against, he lent me a couple cards. And he let me the Burks, and these like MVP of the day.
Yeah.
Like they helped me so much. Like every time I got them, basically I won my game.
Yeah. So it was actually weird because we were playtesting a little bit while we had our bye, and every single game that we played, we must have played like 5 or 6 games in the bye time.
It was like 3 or 4 against you, and then I played against five games against Hugo, and I got 1.
I was like, you never got this at all. Yeah. And then like every game you were like, oh, I got it. So
no, I was quite happy.
It's very good.
So yeah, MVP of the day.
What's it do?
Lets me check top 3, add 1 card, rest go to drop zone. So it sets your drop zone up for another card that lets you fetch Curse Dragon from drop zone.
Yeah.
And it also lets you filter so you can get like your Gale if you're missing the Gale, or your set spells, or just some of your combo cards, or loyalty so you can survive the Garga matchup.
That's very good.
So yeah,
I believe that card's getting reprinted too, right?
That card is getting reprinted. Beck is getting reprinted in the Chaos and Thunder Empire set. I don't know what rarity. It's either it's going to be rare or it's going to be something spicy.
Yeah, well, you're picking up your 4th.
4 copies.
So that'll be good.
It's going to be 4 copies of that.
Yeah, next.
So, I don't even know. Black Dragon Knight. Arable. MVP. That you can just gauge life drop. Bang. Live another dream.
Very simple.
All plays only play 2.
It doesn't even have a requirement.
It has one requirement that your opponent has to have a card under the flag.
Okay.
Which is like
that's what your deck does.
Yeah, so you can't just spam an outfit straight away.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just great.
It's pretty good.
How
come you're not running 4?
it just gets in the way.
Oh, really? Is it once per turn?
No.
Oh.
But I might put it up to 4 sometimes. But later on when I show you another set spell, it lets me call a card from drop zone, so it's always nice to have 2 of them, so you can just go call it over this, call it, and just every turn you're getting that nice little gauge drawn in a life, so it's pretty spice. Especially when life is so scarce because you're going to start killing yourself with Gale's skill to pop 1 life.
Yes.
I play in, well, technically, Lazam, 3 of Lazam. Lazam is 3 copies of Gale and 3 copies of my other set spells.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He does amazing things. He gets everything I need to get. Like, he's the best card in the deck, arguably. Like, he just does bare bits. Like, on place, drop a card, go grab either a size 1 Curse Dragon or one of my set spells.
Yes.
So, you know, pretty self-explanatory why it's good. Like,
seems strong.
Yeah. Then 3 copies of Nam. Nam lets me redirect attacks.
Strong.
It's really good in the blood set matchup, or if I go against like max dragons and stuff, where they're going with big crit or something like that.
Seems good.
And also when it dies, I gain 2 life, so it's also pretty good when I use cards to kill it.
Yeah.
And then if I'm like quite low on life, like I had to do it during the during maybe the Gargam. I think no, it was blood set. I was really on low life because it hit me for a 7, so I was like on 2 life. And I used the Gale skill to put me on 1, and then realised I can't use another Gale skill because I'll die. So I had to kill this, so I gained that 2 life, so I could keep my combos going.
Nice.
But it comes in pretty clutch. So this is like the card that everyone runs like multiple copies of. I, for some strange reason, could only get 2.
Yeah.
I'd want 4. I'd want 5 because I'd love to buddy it and use the cards that let me like loop it.
Yeah.
But it is pretty so good. Pay 1 gauge, 2 cards underneath it. And then every turn you destroy a card and it loses a soul. And then you just do it over and over again, and you also gain 2 life. So you basically only gaining 1 life though because you're going to use it to kill Gale. But amazing card. And also it's got a nice defense. If like something's attacking for little numbers, they may have to combo attack over it if it's still in the middle. And also it reduces everything by 1 size-wise, so it stays on that board.
Seems good.
It is very good. 1 copy of, hang on, there we go. 1 copy of Overturn Abigail. This is Kieran's SP. It's very nice. MVP.
It seems like everything's shiny in your deck is Kieran.
And just amazing. I wish we could run more copies, but obviously it's only limited to 1. Overturn. Give me another turn.
For the interactive gameplay.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. You don't really have to explain it more. Gain 1 more turn is very strong.
So, item. 4 copies, because if you haven't got the item, your stuff's going to start getting popped and nulled and stuff.
Yeah.
And you need this on board. It keeps everything protected. So yeah, and it's pay 1 gauge, rest itself, and then you put a top card of your opponent's deck under the flag, and if they have, I think it's 2 or more. I think it is 2 or more. Yeah, 2 or more. You get a draw. So it's pretty spicy, and obviously you can just pay a gauge. If you've got loads of gauge, you can just play a gauge, pay, call that, and then do it again and again. I did it like 3 times in a turn to one guy because I just had a stupid amount of gauge. Cool. So best card in like one of my favourite cards in the deck, Curse Ritual. Destroy a Curse Dragon, draw 2 cards, gain 2 life. Then if there's 2 or more cards under your opponent's flag, draw another. So just draw 3, gain 2 life. Like how's that not amazing?
Seems strong.
Seems
once per turn, of course. But
once per turn.
Very strong.
4 copies because if you aren't getting it, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
And keeping 1 extra copy of it in hand for the next turn's not bad. And also, spell nulls are a thing, and if someone spell nulls this, it kind of shuts down your entire turn. It is kind of sad.
Yeah.
So 3 copies of Scarblind. If the opponent's got a card on the flag, I can rest 1, and then if they've got 8 or more, I think it is, 8 or more, I rest their entire field.
Seems good.
Yeah.
Unfortunate having to use it against us for dragons with 2 stands to the field, but still good card.
It's really good against like everything that isn't Astros, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it saved me in the blood sack matchup. The guy goes, my turn. It obviously passes it to his turn, and just go as soon as he goes into battle phase with him, Scarblind. Yeah. And you gotta attack me this turn, and he's like, okay then, guess I pass. And I was like, good. So yeah, like a pretty good card. Then Curse Light, destroy a card, and then choose to gain life or gain 3 gauge, 3 life or 4 life or 3 gauge.
3 gauge OP.
Yeah, like 3 gauge. Like you're not doing anything to gain gauge basically. Like it's pretty solid. This is the set spell like that I'm like in love with. Once turn, when a card goes under the flag, I gain a gauge and a draw, which is pretty good.
Not bad.
And then at the beginning of every battle phase, I get to call a card from a drop zone.
Oh, okay. So you can call the one that gains you a life and a draw.
Well, yeah, but I can also play Gale.
Yeah.
And Gale also, when he's played, if there's a card under my opponent's flag, I can destroy a card in the field.
Oh, that's good.
So it's pretty cheeky when I call it and go bang, boom, your item or something stupid. I did it to a Gaga player, and I was doing it during his turn or something, and he played the item, I countered, and just killed the item. It was spice.
Yeah.
But yeah, this card's super good.
Nice.
Best card in the deck, 3 loyalty.
Of course.
If you're not playing loyalty in your main board in this format, you shouldn't be winning games.
Yeah.
If you are winning games, kudos to you. But
weirdly, I went X1 in the entire day and used loyalty a total of 0 times in the entire day. Because everything I played against just...
Called 3 times exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Genesis Dragons. I think it's Astros.
Cosmo.
Actually, I think I loyalty'd Ben once. Maybe.
Loyalty
Cosmos I bricked,
so
but loyalty is OP.
Unreal.
It
kills my deck so much, but this is
any card that makes you think I've got to play in a good order in case they do this. It just shows that the card is OP.
Yeah,
stopping your opponent from playing more than 3 cards is very nice.
It's just dumb, and also it has the nice little reduce and drop a soul from a monster. It doesn't really come into play that
The
much.
reduce is good sometimes.
The soul thing was pretty good against Gaga, actually.
Yeah.
I pulled the Gaga out of the guy's soul and he was like, alright.
That's good.
So, this is awesome. Grab a Curse Dragon from drop zone, gain 2 gauge, gain 2 life.
Oh, underration. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty underrated.
I'd probably bump it up to 3 now.
Yeah.
But it is once a turn, and once you've got like 1 or 2 of them in hand, it gets really clunky, and then it's like it sucks.
Draw more spells to draw more spells. Cool.
Yeah. So this kind of didn't really help much. It only helped in I don't even know. Maybe it helped. It helped in Gaga. Pay 2 gauge, pay a life. I choose 3 of my opponent's cards, and they all lose 2 crit, 8,000 power, and 8,000 defense. It's okay, it's good.
Yeah.
And then if my opponent has 8 or more cards under their flag, it becomes free.
Hold on.
But I'd already won by the time it hit 8, because if you hit 8,
it's like and then you're popping
it's
off
my
too.
turn again.
Fair.
But it's a pretty good card. Like I eventually might bump it out, but it also I know it'll happen where I know I'll need it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sideboard's a thing. So
sideboard
maybe
is a thing.
sideboard.
It is inside as well too.
Oh, fair enough.
Curse Destruction. Kill a Curse Dragon. Then I can mill the top 2. If one of them's a Gale, I get to put 3 cards from the top of your deck under your flag. I basically never use the skill anymore because Kieran shouts at me. But I used it twice during the day, once against Joe and once against the Gaga player, and I pulled it off that way, and I think I played it for that skill like twice, 4 or 5 times during the day, and I pulled it off twice, which I'm quite happy about either way.
It's pretty good.
And then its other skill is counter destroy a card in my opponent's field, which is like unreal, because that's the reason I got the Garcris.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
MVP of your deck incoming.
So boom, 100 demons, sorcery, death, sacrifice. I destroy all my cards in my field, as many as I want, and then I draw that many. Card's dumb. I got 3 Gales out and went bang and got a guy with it.
It was terrible.
I was like, I've won. It's so good. It's once per turn. I want to play 4.
Yeah, I'll get more of this. It's shame we couldn't get 2 more before.
I know. It seemed like I couldn't get 1 more.
Yeah.
It won me game. Like. Yeah. And then Demo Bite, like such a good card. Destroy all cards on the field. Like it's good for me because I like my cards destroyed, but it's even better if it sometimes affects my opponent's board. A lot of things nowadays have destruction, like nullification and stuff, so it doesn't really affect a lot of cards. But like, I got a Gaga play. He left like 1 or 2. He left a card on the side. I think it's the card that let him attack everything. I went Demo Bite, blow up your entire board.
Nice.
And it didn't hit the Gaga because obviously he had Garcris, but it hit the card that let him hit everything. So it was like, sound boys.
Fair enough. Quick rundown of your sideboard.
Quick rundown. Says 0 when placed. Gain gauge. Gain 3 gauge. In case it was more in case someone was playing Spicy Godpunk.
Yeah.
It was literally that's not my thought process. Like
as an old Godpunk main, there was actually 1 Godpunk player there.
Was there?
Yeah, there was.
That's See?
He's stuck on his old times, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah, Gauge Engine, 3 Buddy Block, because...
Win your games.
Won me games. Gaga's a thing.
I hate this card, but only because I play Dimension Dragons, because we have this card but better for free on third.
Yeah. Buddy, like, Gaga's a thing, and so's Astros, and like everything attacks now, so it's like Buddy Block's a thing.
I think you did this twice, and both times you did that, the opponent didn't know what this did. And against the Astro Dragon player, you had to call a judge to see if it stopped the damage on the 4th attack.
Yeah, which it did.
Yeah, which it did. Okay.
Because obviously the timing's from it.
Yeah.
So, 2 Veil.
Veil.
I used it for the Gauge thing most of the time.
Yeah, that's what we do. But I run 2 in my main because the card is too strong.
It's going in the main now because I realised how good it is. Yeah. So that's it. Like, and then 2 more copies of Underration because it's underrated. It's
underrated.
I think I sided it in once or twice. I never sided in both because I think both of them was too many.
Yeah.
But one card going in now and then was nice.
That's good.
So yeah, and then 1 more copy of this. Didn't side it in once all day.
Oh, unfortunate.
And Construction side it in once because I needed the turbo into destroying cards. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the rundown of your deck. Honest truth, I feel like if we'd managed to get a few more things, you might have won one of your games against Simon's team, maybe. Against the Astro Dragons, but you did brick quite a lot.
Yeah.
We'll just show. This is the top 4 playmat.
Looks spicy as fuck.
Pretty damn nice. There's a lot going on. So yeah, I don't actually watch the anime, so I only really know the card art from the cards. So that's very fun. But yeah, we had a great weekend.
We did.
Shout out to people. Hugo, obviously.
Hugo, because Hugo our teammate. Yeah, he's never been on a video, but he should be.
He should be, yeah. A lot of people thought he would do bad.
Khrushchev, because Khrushchev's team MVP
came second, unfortunate for Khrushchev.
Pretty cool guys. So we had a really good day. We met some really nice people, and we had a lot of good games. Also, the guy who was playing Cosmo, like, big up him because I really like Cosmo.
Big up Cosmo.
Like,
he was a nice guy, but like I bricked twice, so I was quite salty.
It
was because of my loss of the only day, and I was like, I do not want to not get top 4 because I lose against Cosmo, man. I would never drop that.
Yeah. I was nearly when Keenan said, I was like, I've lost. I was like, no, don't put this pressure on me.
So yeah, we're very happy. We're very I'm glad about it. Add the medal to the collection of the rest of the prizes, but got to stay humble and practice for singles now. So yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Thanks. We're going to beat his next year. So yeah.
Stay humble.